Hello and welcome to another episode of AI Accelerator podcast. Today, we are going to talk about agentic testing, and to do that, we have a wonderful guest with us, Maheshwari Gaikwad. She has been working in different UiPath technologies for last 4 years, and today she's going to tell us about agentic testing. Hi, Maheshwari. Welcome to the show.
Hi Sam.
So, Maheshwari, I'm sure you have a lot of things to tell our viewers today, but let's start with a very basic question that comes to everybody's mind. What is agentic testing?
So agentic testing means bot test the software on their own. They decide what to test, when to test, how to respond to the failures and how to report the result. Means we can say it is a self-driving software testing.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, a lot of people who think about agentic, they think about agentic in terms of development, like how software development is going to be on its own and how customer interaction is going to be on its own. But I think a lot of people have yet not uh, explored this thing that agentic testing is going to automate the testing as well. So it's really fascinating to know. So I think you've been working at UiPath, so can you tell us how UiPath has implemented this agentic testing?
Okay, so UiPath provide tools like record and play for UI actions. Then we use assertions and validations as well for the test case. Then try catch for error handling. Orchestrator is used for scheduling and triggering the bots. So these allows the robot to run, evaluate, decide, and report automatically.
Oh, that's wonderful. So let's say somebody wants to learn agentic testing or somebody wants to implement agentic testing in their companies. What key benefit using agentic testing would provide over, the traditional testing approach?
Okay, so we can say there are few key benefits of agentic testing. That is, it runs 24 by 7. Then no human error is there as we are using agentic in it. Then we do have fast feedback after every build and lower cost over time as well. So these are the key benefits of agentic testing.
Okay, that's really great to hear that these are the benefits of using agentic testing. So let's say those who are from from testing background, they tend to use different approaches for testing, let's say functional testing or regression testing. So what kind of testing methodologies are available with UiPath agentic testing?
Okay, so there are functional testing, we can say regression testing, UI test, end-to-end workflows, data-driven testing is also there from Excel or the database. So these are the tests we can say that can run the bot.
Okay, so now that we have discussed like what are the key features and what are the functionalities or type of testing we can do, can you for our viewers give us a brief on how to set up this agentic testing, like what could be the steps that one has to follow or undergo when they want to do agentic testing?
Okay, so to create the agentic test, first we need to build the test steps, means what exactly the requirement is. Then we need to add the validations, that is by using assertions. We do have assertions activities in UiPath.
Yeah.
Then we need to add the logic as required, means by using if else or retry. Then we'll surround that particular thing by try catch to avoid the errors. Then we'll load the test data in that test case and schedule it via an orchestrator.
Okay, so as you were just telling, like we can do the data load. So when we are doing testing, the test data is one of the most crucial thing, uh, for a comprehensive testing. So how does UiPath, allows us to, load data, or differently we can add test data to the system?
UiPath can handle different inputs by using Excel, we can say, by using CSV file, then database. Then we need to loop this through the data and test each row and validate the output whether it is according to the requirement or not.
Okay, okay. And also you were talking about orchestrator. So when we are talking about orchestrator, from developers standpoint, we know that we are using orchestrator for logging, for asset management, and things like that. So what kind of functionalities does orchestrator provide in terms of agentic testing?
Okay, so orchestrator is important for scheduling the test cases, to monitor the execution, to trigger the test after each and every build, to assign the robots, to show whether the test case has been failed or passed, to generate that particular report as well. We use orchestrator.
Okay. So whatever is happening, a test case being passed, being failed, if then any error, if so, so all these things can be monitored using the orchestrator, right?
Yes, yes.
And I think when a test engineer is doing the testing, they are monitoring it themselves. But when we are automating the whole testing methodology, then I suppose monitoring becomes very important part of it, like what the bot is doing, how agent is testing, what kind of results we are getting. So it's really great to know that orchestrator has all these features where we can monitor everything that's going on in the testing. And with this,
Exactly.
yeah, so this brings up my next question. UiPath has a great track record of providing different kind of connectors and integrations. You know, I come from a development background, so being an RP developer, I can say that okay, yes, UiPath provides so many different connectors that developers can connect with different systems and applications, third-party tools and softwares that makes a developer's life easy. So, what kind of integrations is available as of now in agentic testing? Can you talk a little bit about the apps and software's integration?
Yes, yes, we can integrate it through web, mobile, or the CI/CD pipeline, that is continuous integration and continuous deployment, and also with the unit testing, we can integrate it by using UiPath.
It has connectivity with Selenium and Jenkins, Appium, etc.
IBM,
Tools.
yes,
Okay, that's really
yes, yes, exactly.
okay. So I think this integration does make life easier for people to work with UiPath compared to other RPA products and services, because we have great integration with almost everything.
Exactly.
Okay, so enough of the we talked so much about the features and what can we do in agentic testing. Let's talk about challenges. This is a new product. I'm sure that it would evolve even more in future. So let's say today, if somebody wants to implement agentic testing, what kind of challenges they may face, or what kind of limitations this tool has as of now? Can you give a little bit of information on this line?
Yeah, yeah. So there are few limitations as agentic testing is new to UiPath. So first we need the maintenance when UI changes. Means if some particular UI changes, then we need to re-indicate it. So that is one the limitations. Then complex workflow require the skills. Means we can say that it requires means a developer needs to step in and do a few changes for the complex logic, and keeping selector stable is also critical in agentic testing. So that is also one of the limitation, we can say.
Yeah, I mean, if the application is not stable or it's changing, frequently,
Mhm.
then yes, we have to indicate the element again. But I guess there is something called self-healing robots, that the new thing that UiPath has given, like it would be able to self-heal any minor changes that is coming in the selectors. It even gives us like suggestions, like okay, this thing might have changed, so we can use it. So it gives a certain suggestion, like the selector we created earlier and what is the most similar selector to what we have given. So I'm sure there would be more evolution in this product, and soon sorry, some of the limitations would go away and it would become even robust product. I'm sure UiPath would be doing that.
Yes.
So let's talk about reporting. As I was saying earlier, that when we are automating testing, so what happened during the testing? What all passed? What all failed? If something failed, then why? So there should be a very good way of reporting or getting reports of what happened during the testing. So can you talk a little bit about what kind of reports are available, um, to validate and monitor the agentic testing?
First, yeah, sure. So first, what we were doing is once the bot test case has been triggered, we need to go it and manually check it whether that particular test case has been passed or failed, and we need to check the logs accordingly. But now for the agentic testing, this is the important point, that it is giving an additional feature to log each and every step. It captures the screenshots as well as it generates summary reports with pass and fail report, and it will send it via email as per the requirement.
Okay, okay, that's really great. Like, not just that the reporting is there, but it also, informing the relevant stakeholders of what happened via mail, and that's also a great feature that UiPath has brought in, into this agentic testing. So I'm really, you know, excited to explore this myself. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure. Think hearing all these features from you, I'm really excited to explore this myself. So my last question to you for this podcast would be, what about scaling? So scaling is also one of the most important feature we think of whenever we are going to implement something. So how does, or what kind of support UiPath has, or mechanism for scaling this agentic testing thing?
Yeah, for scaling, we can say we can run test in parallel on many bots by using agentic testing. We can use cloud robots as well. We can schedule different suits across environment. So that is also an plus point in agentic testing.
Okay, okay, that's great. So it was really nice, Maheshwari, that you spoke and told the audience about all the great features of agentic testing, and I suppose we set up a tone. And let's plan another podcast session where we would be doing some hands-on experience for our viewers, where we would open the orchestrator and show different places where to interact, what to do, and how to set up these agentic testing. Hopefully we get to do that.
Yeah, sure, definitely, Sam.
Okay, it was really nice talking to you, Maheshwari, and thank you so much, everyone. We'll be coming again with some new content soon. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.